Damn right, bro. 4 a.m. I'm just getting started. For my birthday, I threw me a surprise party. Reminiscing about the trap playing the first quarter. My life changed when I had my first daughter. Got my first quarter.
Hey, welcome to CoinDesk TV. We got 2 Chainz and artist GucciGhost, aka Trevor Andrew, and we are talking about an upcoming NFT drop. 2 Chainz, talk to me, man. Why are you doing NFTs now?
I just want to be a part of the future. Many opportunities and a lot of things about the NFT space. That's a year or so in the pandemic. It was a space where artists could actually work digitally. It was a space where artists could actually get royalties on some of their work, which I always believe that should have been an opportunity. So it caught my interest early. As someone who's an early adopter and a lot of investments has experience in the space, as well as a great friend of mine and someone who I can call on, and for me.
Got it. So this is commemorating the 4-year anniversary of Pretty Girls Like Trap Music. A great album, if I may say so myself. What do these NFTs look like? How are these unique to this commemorative moment? Are we going to see any special guest appearances in these NFTs from some of the verses that come from everyone from Quavo to Gucci Mane? What do these things look like, and how are they special to this album?
I'll just jump in.
You got it, Charles.
Yeah, so really, I feel the same way as Chainz. Like, as far as art, I'm always looking for ways to just be cutting edge and always push forward and connect with people. So like when I started doing NFTs, I reached out to 2 Chainz and we spoke about, we have history with obviously working together to make the Pretty Girls Like Trap Music album cover and artwork. And that, that process even started with us connecting online, technology, like me posting a picture, him hitting me up like, yo, let's work on some artwork. He came to New York. We started building this whole concept together. And so, 4 years later, I'm doing NFTs. I call him up like, yo, we should do something again. Cause I'm always just looking for opportunities to collaborate with people that I like working with, And so when we got together, it was really about like taking that imagery and that aesthetic and translating it into the future. Like, how would that feel in the future? How, from where that trap house was then and what it represented, how could we bring it into this moment 4 years later and looking further into the future? And so, it's just about this kind of like evolution, and that's really what this piece represents.
So 2 Chainz, I'm gonna kick this to you. So we have the NFT drop. I know that recently from our past coverage, you were involved in a big funding round for Dapper Labs, which is the company behind NBA Top Shot. What's the third thing in this sequence? What are some future crypto plays that you are looking at, and can we expect more news in the cryptocurrency space?
Absolutely. I tiptoe around before loud announcements, but this is just something interesting to me and a lot of people, not only in my space but outside of my space. We talking about cutting out the middleman. We talking about having wallets that you can pass down from generation to generation. And I don't know everything about the space, but I'm interested in it, and I want to observe as much information as I can about it.
I want to stick with you, and I want to go in on what you said about this direct relationship with your fans, with people who support the work. I think it's something that is really fueling this moment where we're seeing this sort of like creator crypto crossover, especially in music and especially in sports. So when you're having conversations with other people in those industries, are they saying the same thing, that this is sort of like the way to do fan engagement correctly in a way that is direct and authentic? Or are they saying other stuff that indicates why we're seeing so much activity in this space right now?
You're definitely finding a different level of direct to consumer dealing with this part of this phase. With the artist part, I'm seeing more artists engage into it because their work tends to be connected to them longer, and it's interesting and it's new and it's prevalent and it happens. It doesn't, the wire doesn't take a pin code. You don't have to wait overnight to send something. I heard Trouble talking about Nova Scotia. We can do it right now. So it's just about the right now, the urgency, and the microwavable society that we live in now. This just helps, push that forward.
Trevor, I want to jump over to you from the art side. What are you seeing in the crypto art scene? I know you define yourself broadly as an artist, and I don't want to pigeonhole you into the digital art category, but we're seeing a ton of activity with crypto and artists and certainly NFTs. What are some of the projects, platforms, or other that are really exciting you about the space right now?
I think, the question I'm asked the most too about the whole space, digital art and crypto and everything is just like, people try to say, is it more important or like, everyone's like, is it gonna last? There's so many questions, right? And for me, it's like, no, it's not more important, but it's just as important. And for me, like a part of my process with making art, whether it's in the physical or whatever, it's always translating it into the digital space. Like I make a painting, I take a photo of it, I put it online, people connect to it. So it's always it's the technology that brings us together, right? So when it came to me being informed about NFTs early, like 2 years ago, when nobody knew about it, it was like I was like, hell yeah, let's do it. Just because it just seemed like another platform, another way to connect. And so I always see a future in that. I think that that's what it's all about. It's like, I think a lot of people jumped into the space because they see dollar signs too, or, but it's, to me, that's not what it's about. To me, it's just about connecting. It's about creating, translating into this digital space. I've always used social media to connect with people with the art that I'm making. So it's just another extension of that, where you're preserving your work in the digital space. And, like Chainz said, it's like the way that the system's set up, it's for the artist, like I sell a painting in real life, it goes to whoever it goes to, they decide to sell it. I'm never a part of that again. You know what I mean? When I make a painting, translate it into a digital space, make it an NFT, put it out there, forever I'm involved with that. And that's how it should be. It should support the art. It should support the artist, not just the collector or the visionary to see the value in the art. So this helps artists, sustain their lifestyle being artists. So I'm all for it.
Last question to 2 Chainz. I liked your response about sort of lurking around before you make loud announcements. It's, real G's move in silence like lasagna. So the question for me again is this step one of something else, or is this going to be the 2 Chainz crypto experience from here out? What's next, man?
I'm one of the most, or I try to be one of the most interesting artists on the planet, and this is definitely not my first rodeo. Well, this will be my first rodeo, but it won't be my last. We both artists, and so no, this is the only thing that I'm gonna be participating in. I'm actually excited moving forward in this space.
Well, your stage name is certainly a great name for the blockchain industry. So I hope you find continued success in 2 Chainz blockchain crossover. 2 Chainz, GucciGhost, thanks for joining us. I really appreciate you sticking with us through the technical troubles. Check out the NFT drop. I think it goes down tomorrow, and I hope we talk to you soon.
Damn right, bro.